What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
What up?
Hey, let's go. It's Thursday.
Hey.
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Forget Thursday already.
It does not feel like Thursday. It snuck up on me. Guys, today we have a very special guest joining us as well, making his return, trying to stay undefeated on the Fantasy Football Game Show. Michael F. Florio is with us today. For those of you that do not know Florio already, I guess you haven't turned on a TV to watch NFL Network.
He's on every channel.
Like, what are you doing? But I will enlighten you if you're unaware already. He is a fantasy football analyst at NFL Network for NFL Fantasy Football, and he's a host at Roto Baller on Sirius XM Fantasy. Florio, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, my man.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. And I got my work cut out for me. I got to not only defend my last second comeback I had last time, but before we started recording, Josh already told me I got to be ready to lose. So yeah, I'm ready now. I'm
I
fired
didn't
up.
say you had to be ready to lose. I was
Came
just
in
asking
ready.
if you were. I was just making sure. I want to prep you. I don't want you to be too disappointed at the end of the show.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very, very
for
kind
you,
of you.
Michael. Like it's all about you.
Guys, we got some people here ready for the show today. Brady trying to take the place of Craig, but just leaving it open-ended. It's like Mad Gab style. Craig said, insert clever pun here. And Craig, being the man he is, right away came in and said, exactly, Brady. Something like, I feel like Michael is going to wipe the Florio with the FYF guys in the game today.
That's not bad. That's
not a bad one, Craig.
All
That
right.
one's all right.
All right. Yeah.
Have you heard that one a lot in your life, Michael?
No.
Oh!
I had not actually. So
There we go.
Let's go.
There's some bonus points. It's not like the Simon Says for me. It's not your equivalent over there.
I'm just joshing you.
Joey in here. How is the greatest chat in the world doing today?
They are the greatest chat.
They are the greatest chat in the world. I was about to make a joke, like I don't know, go ask him on it, but truly, we have the greatest chat. I can't even joke about that.
You can't.
Mr. Scampers, welcome and glad to have you here. And we got Matthew in here saying, "There's my
What up,
boy,
Matthew?
Mike F. Florio." You got a cheering section already in here. Kaysen, what's
He's a good
up?
man.
Welcome in. He's a good man. And Dame in here. Hello, Dame. Glad to
What
have
up,
you in
Dame?
here. Dame, I talked about your team a little bit in the mock draft review today. Broke down 3 teams a little bit more in depth than some of the past ones, but Dame, your team was one of the ones that I liked. It had some things that I didn't like, but I loved the strategy that you took in that draft. But check it out. We got Jay in here saying Florio is the GOAT. Man,
Facts.
I have a feeling if you put a poll in this chat, I know how it's going to go, JL. I don't think
Me winning.
or Josh
I-
stand a
that's a
chance
good
against
reminder. I should
Florio
do that.
in this
No.
poll.
you see, I am just gonna do awful now after this this introduction. Like that's how it's gonna happen.
Matthew,
We'll see.
as good as Florio is at fantasy football, he's an even better dude. Oh,
Boobar, he's a good dude, man. He works with me at the NFL Network. He does a bunch of fantasy stuff with like DirecTV in there. He's a good,
Ooh.
he's a
Oh, that's
really
awesome.
smart football mind and an even better person.
Sounds like
Welcome
the
in,
perfect
Matthew.
contestant on the FYF game show here.
Get him
So,
on.
Matthew,
Yeah.
Matthew, maybe one of these days, you hop on
Yeah,
here.
well, yeah.
And Geek said, "Sup, y'all? Hype for the Florio dub today, man. They're just hyping you up." And what's
They
up,
know.
Albert?
Too
Welcome and
much.
glad to have you here, guys. Before we get started, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our man Michael F. Florio on Twitter, I said the full name because that is his Twitter handle as well. Go and follow him right now at
Such a good
Michael
follow.
F. Florio. It is right there below his handsome face on the screen. Truly, such a good follow in this space and outside of the space. You know what? We're gonna piggyback off Boobar. It's not just fantasy football for why you're following Florio. After you do that, guys, if you're watching this video, that means you're already on our Twitch or YouTube channel. You've done most of the work. If you're on Twitch, just hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, like this video and make sure you subscribe to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy.
To the game.
Easiest way to show your support for what we're doing. And if we hit 100 extra followers today, Josh will smash that lamp behind him live on stream tomorrow.
No doubt. Either
Ooh.
one. Like you
Pick it up and just
lamp or
smash
this
it.
one.
If it's 200, he'll smash them together.
Yeah.
Okay, 200. I will. I'll make a video. If we have 200 subscribers on April 14th, that's what we'll have. No doubt.
So you guys, I make promises and Josh fulfills them. All you got to do is do your end of the
You
bargain.
just got to back it up. Yeah. That's all
You gotta
that
like
is.
take each lamp like Stone Cold would do a beer and just
Yes.
Throw them to my head. Yeah. I
Guys-
just do it anyway. That's just high quality content. Yeah.
Smash or pass. You can only do 2
This
smashes.
salt
and
lamp
then-
is going to literally knock me out if I try
Yeah.
it, if we're being honest.
Josh getting a concussion on
It
stream.
would
Like,
be the second. It would be the second time somebody's head bled on live stream on our show. That would not be the first time we've had someone's head bleeding live on camera on this show. But Josh, it might be the better one of the two. Guys, today, like I mentioned, we brought Florio on here to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. He's already taken us down in poll perception. He's going to try to get the W today in Jeopardy. This is just like the normal TV show Jeopardy, but with a couple small twists because it's fantasy football Jeopardy. Most, not all, but most of the questions are going to be about NFL or fantasy. They're going to be NFL or fantasy related questions. Instead of buzzing in, we will be going in a turn order. So whenever it's your turn, you pick the question on the board that you would like to answer. The 100s are going to be fairly easy. Usually the 500s are going to be quite difficult. Whenever JL hosts, though, you know, it's always a shot in the dark. His
There's
knowledge
no
base is
rhyme or
different
reason.
than everybody else's. So what he may consider easy could be very hard. So it's a
I
little
am
more
very
exciting when
bad
JL
at
leads
gauging
Jeopardy.
difficulty. Yes, I'm not good at all.
If you get the question right, and you do not have to answer in the form of a question, you can just answer it normally. You will get that money added to your score. We are not going to subtract money if you get one incorrect. Whenever you get a question right, though, you will also get to pick the category for the person answering after you. So if you think maybe I'm not so good at all-time players and there's an all-time category for you, you could just send me straight over to all-time players and I would be forced to answer a question from that category. Yeah, I am terrible at that.
You just gotta let me know what your strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah.
I'll definitely let you know what time it's up.
At the end of the game, once the board is clear or we have run out of time, we will go into our final Jeopardy question. This is the only question in the game where you can actually lose money. And that is because you are going to be wagering any and or all of the points that you have earned throughout the game. Your wager can be anywhere between 0 and the max number of points that you have scored. If you get it right, you're going to add those to your total. If you get it wrong, you are going to subtract them. So really, it's anybody's game all the way until the very end. You just got to get a couple questions right, and you are still in this thing. Guys, are you ready to play?
Yeah.
I'm
I
ready
am.
to go.
Scott said, I guess I'm gonna go make 200 fake accounts. Be ready.
Yeah, I know. That was making me laugh.
That's pretty awesome. Also, we got some people in here. Casey said the edits in the mock draft review. She. I don't know if that's a good sheets or a bad sheets, but also I did it in one take, so there weren't many edits in there. Just added a video at the front.
I mean, sheesh. I hear sheesh. I'm like, good job.
Scott said Simon's
Trivia.
Trivia.
Weaknesses.
Strengths, not trivia. Just kidding.
And then he follows this up with Josh's and JL's weakness.
True.
Also trivia.
Yeah, you would think for people that do this every single day, we'd be a little bit better at trivia, but we're not. Albert, what's up? Welcome. And I
Simon was
think
on
I
a
already
different
said
list.
that to you, but I can't remember. And he said Sammy Watkins to the Packers is what Albert said. You know, before we jump into our game, I just want to get some quick reactions. If there's any fantasy implications in your mind, Florio, what do you think about Sammy Watkins to the Packers?
I think it's relevant in the sense that they have a bunch of targets that are currently up for grabs, but I think the Packers are far from done. I expect them to draft at least one wide receiver. I mean, Jarvis Landry continues to sit out there. Maybe they could go grab him, but I'm not on the Allen Lazard train. So right now, I think both of those guys are better, like second and third options, and whoever they draft, I'm expecting them to draft someone in round 1. I think he would step up as their number 1 option.
Yeah, my brain agrees with you, Florio. My brain fully agrees with you, but my heart is just holding out. Like if he's going to find that success somewhere, maybe on an Aaron Rodgers led team with Devontae Adams recently gone is the place where he could. Again, I know it's unlikely given what we've seen from him lately, but I think people forget how early he was drafted and what a talent he was considered, but it's probably unlikely at this point. Josh, are you more in line with Florio on this one?
Yeah, I'm absolutely in line. I fully expect the Packers to take a wide receiver in round 1. They need the help, and they have 2 late first round picks where I think there's going to be some great wide receivers available. And if that's the case, we're all going to like him a lot more than Sammy Watkins. Like what Michael said, they still got other weapons like Lazard, Etienne. I don't know. I'm not week 1. Yeah. Like everyone else is saying in the chat, week 1, Sammy Watkins, I'm sure will blow up and then that will be it.
40 points week 1. And, Mike, the one thing that you said that I agree with is I'm not in on Allen Lazard, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's a good fantasy option. I just wanted to clarify that. I think we've seen what he can be. He's this monster of a human. He's just big, but he doesn't have maybe the athletic profile or route running profile that can make him like a true alpha 1 in that offense. But what he did last year, I think he could repeat this year. And that's a valuable fantasy piece unless he's being drafted like he's the Packers 1, which I see some people really hyping him up that way. Josh, you got something to add there?
A valuable fantasy piece. I didn't like that saying.
I guess value in the sense that I think he may be worth drafting at the right price. Like he could be a wide receiver 3.
The Packers are going to throw a little bit more
2.
than the Ravens did. I mean, the Ravens didn't. They threw.
They did.
I like the targets from Aaron Rodgers better than what the Ravens would provide. So maybe that's some upside there.
Marianne, you're saying if you like the categories today, then I may have helped make one, but if you don't, then I had nothing to do with them.
That's
classic.
I'm fully believing that. Kelly, what's up? Welcome back in. Glad to have you here. Guys, are you ready to get started with our game of Jeopardy?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, JL, you are running today's game, so I'm going to pass this off to you now.
So I put a poll in the chat for who's going to win today, but I accidentally put my own name instead of Simon's name. I'm not sure how that happened. But Florio won. I put a new poll up. Florio won both polls. Simon, you came in second in the second poll. And so I'm
assuming it was like a very pitiful second.
So yeah, I'm not. We'll just say the chat thinks Florio is going to win decisively. Between Simon and Josh,
my
chat is showing too much confidence. Look, I know I tweet out a lot of stats and stuff, but we're gonna see how much of it gets retained to memory. Actually,
I have interns for that.
Also, I just wanted to clarify something. I see people in chat. When was he ever a valuable fantasy piece? 1 year, $4 million. They signed him for 1 year, $10 million. I may have misspoke, but I was saying Allen Lazard, even though I'm not in on him, I still view as a valuable fantasy piece.
You're talking about Allen Lazard, not Sammy
Watkins. I am hopeful for. I'm holding out hope. I was saying Florio said like I'm not all in on Allen Lazard. Neither am I, but I still think there's value to be had with Allen Lazard, is what I was saying. I apologize. I may have misspoke on that.
Sure.
Interesting best ball too.
He said big some good games. Yeah.
Where did I go?
I don't know.
I want you back.
Please.
That's all I want to say.
Oh. It is not working. I might have to leave and come back. JL, you can explain the category.
While you figure that out, we're going to get into our game. Michael, you are first. You're first in this one. And because you are first, you are going to get the luxury of choosing your own category and question value. So where would you like to start, my friend?
I'm going to go with stat assign.
Before you pick, I should go over the categories probably, because they probably don't mean much to you guys so far. So we got Family Matters. This is a new one in here. This is just going to be related to families in the NFL. You can figure that one out. NFL stadiums, pretty self-explanatory there. It's going to be all about stadiums for NFL teams. Grab bag.
I mean,
this one's
you
random.
say it's self-explanatory, but I'm still confused.
Well, that's just your natural state, Josh.
Yeah,
figure it out. Don't worry.
True.
We got grab bag. This one could be random. Could be anything.
I love grab
These questions
bag.
They could be anything, football or not. We got Old Bay. This is one we've done before. I'm going to give you a player name, and I'm going to give you their team history with one of the teams missing. You're going to have to fill that in. And then stat assign. It's going to be all about choosing players who fit the stats that we give. All right. So with that in mind, Florio, would you still like to do stat assign, or would you like to pick another category?
I'll go stat assign for 300, right in the middle.
300. All right. I like it. Here we go. Stat assign.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your question, Florio. Which QB had 12 passing touchdowns and 17 interceptions in 2021?
What?
Trevor Lawrence.
That's
Final
what I was
answer?
going to say.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is absolutely correct. Well done. That's going to give you a nice 300 to start off.
I don't like this category already.
So, Florio, let me ask you before we go into the next one. How are you feeling about Trevor Lawrence going into next season? This has been a hotly debated topic on our stream, on our show, and I want to get your input. How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence going forward after his rookie season?
So before I tell you how I feel about him going into 2021, I should say that I was very high on Trevor Lawrence going into 2022. I was very high on him going into last year as well. In fact, I may or may not have had him ranked right next to Tom Brady. I was that high on him. Everything went wrong. I think next year though is a lot better. They improved their O-line. They put better weapons around him, and I think Doug Peterson and his system is the biggest upgrade of all for Lawrence. I have him as a high-end QB2 right now, and I'm expecting a much better year than he had last year.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I loved the quote from Etienne that came out recently whenever they asked him about all the Urban Meyer stuff. And he said, if there was a year to miss, that was a good one to sit out. Like, I think that tells the story of what that Jacksonville team was maybe dealing with, not just like on the field personnel wise, but from like a coaching and development side as well.
Right. All right, Floria, that's going to give you 300 to start this game off. And you're going to get to pick Josh's category. Where are you sending Josh?
I'm going to send him to Old Bay.
Old Bay.
I like Old Bay. I like Old Bay.
Okay.
He's from Maryland.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know, Old Bay is a seasoning that goes on crabs a lot of the time.
And everything else.
Yeah, you can put on anything. French fries, whatever you want.
Potato chips.
It's kind of spicy. Anyway, 300 worked for Michael. Let's see if it works for me.
All right, Joshua. Emmanuel Sanders,
Uh-huh.
2010 to 2013, question mark. 2014 to 2018, Denver, 2019, San Francisco, 2020, New Orleans, 2021, Buffalo. Where was he 2010 through 2013?
I'm pretty positive it was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Final answer?
Yep.
You are absolutely correct, Josh. Nice job.
Let's
nice
go.
job.
I actually would not have gotten that one. Like, I'm a little bit embarrassed that I didn't know where he was in that time frame. I wasn't following the NFL very closely at that time. That one would have gotten me.
I think my first fantasy league was probably right, maybe 2011, be my guess. 2010, 2011. So probably wasn't paying attention too much. Do you know that one, Florio?
Yeah, he was behind AB. I was big on him when he left Pittsburgh and went to Denver, so that was one of the reasons that I knew that.
Martavius Bryant was also there at that time, probably.
He would have been after
another one,
right?
No, he was after.
Tragic.
Right after.
For some reason, I thought they were together.
I think
that makes sense, though.
Man, I still remember Martavius' first game coming back after that suspension for Pittsburgh, and he came out there and just looked like, oh my God, this guy can be the dude. And then it was sad watching that one. I was so excited for him.
He had a good rookie year, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Kaysen got this one in the chat. Albert got it in the chat. Wasn't too hard for some people. And Scott said, let's see. Well, this is a different one.
Oh, Mike Wallace.
The least
Mike
catchable
Wallace.
ball I watched last
Mike
year.
Wallace. Martavius Bryant kind of took Mike Wallace's spot, if I remember correctly. Okay. That makes sense.
And then he said, I think they should have blanked out Denver or New Orleans. Might have made that one a little tougher. Perhaps.
Yeah.
It was
New Orleans. I would not have gotten New Orleans. I would not have gotten New Orleans. I think it would have gotten Denver.
All right, Josh, you get to pick Simon's next category. Where are you sending Simon for his first question?
Simon, I want to know what's going on with these NFL stadiums and exactly what JL is looking for. So figure it out.
Let's keep with the trend. You know what? Screw your trend. 400.
Oh,
I'm going for the lead.
The lead. All right. 400 NFL stadiums. Here's your question. Within one, how many NFL stadiums have a retractable roof?
Are you joking me?
And when I say within one, it can be one less or one more than the actual number or the actual number.
Well, I
will accept either.
Okay. So there's definitely at least one. Minnesota's is not retractable. So that's a max of 31. I'll say, I don't think very many NFL stadiums have a retractable roof. I think it's more common in baseball. I'm going to say 3.
The Mariners do have a retractable roof. I don't know if that helps.
So do the Blue Jays. I'll say 3.
3. Final answer.
Yes.
Listen, I have no idea. I would have said something more like 6, I think.
6.
But
Corey, you want to take a guess just for funds?
I do not know this, but I would have guessed a little bit higher. I think I would have guessed like in the 9 range.
In the 9 range. We got a 9,
okay.
a 6.
Okay.
And Simon, you said 3.
So 3, 6, 9. Yeah.
Well, the answer is 5.
Oh, so close.
5. You were very close, Simon. You were just outside that window, so you're not going to get these points. But yep, AT&T Stadium, NRG Stadium for the Texans, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I forgot Atlanta was retractable.
Lucas Oil and State Farm Stadium.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
I went for the lead and I struck out.
The more you know.
All right. It's all right.
Good job, Geek Mel.
And Jeff got it exactly right with 5. Well done. Albert's going to get points. J Wall's going to get points, and Scott Fish is going to get points.
Scott Fish is going to get points. Good job.
Nerd.
And then he said, dang it, I had 5 and changed it at the last second to 6. Floria, do you have an opinion on the whole argument about, playing in domes versus not playing in domes?
My
football should be played
argument-
in the elements.
No, I like domes, man, because I'm a fantasy guy. So I like stats and I like controlled
Predictability.
environments and
Yeah.
predictability. So I would prefer a dome, but I will say there is something about like a late season snow game that is always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if every game was a snow game, it would suck. But having one good just slog every year is really fun to watch.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I feel like just don't. Also, just I've been to plenty of NFL games where it's just pouring down rain in the cold and it's miserable. And it's like if I can go and just enjoy in a dome, then I would much rather have that.
You mean
That's a great
Cleveland in
point.
Cleveland in like November and December
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
sound like a
not-
nice
yeah.
place to watch a game.
No,
where
it does not.
It's like guaranteed to be raining and about 35 degrees outside the entire time.
There's
does
something
not.
to be said about like the colder teams just being used to those colder temperatures and just having a home field advantage because of that, because you have the teams coming in from Florida or the dome teams and they're just not ready for that kind of weather, right? So there, I think there is something to be said of that. You get used to weather, right? Like when you're used to 50 degrees and all of a sudden it's 80, you're sweating bullets, and all of a sudden it's 20, you are freezing, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It was a Leonard Fournette like years ago. Was like, oh no, stop
I didn't
clicking
read
around,
it.
Jo.
But
You didn't
Oh,
see
okay.
anything. You didn't see anything.
I,
All right.
I guess it doesn't really matter that much.
It doesn't.
Also, Jay,
I
while
did
there's
see
plenty...
one person's name. I'll say I saw
That's
Rob
okay.
Gronkowski's 300 in Family Matters, but that's all
Okay.
I saw.
That's all right.
Thank you, Josh,
That's
for
all
being
right.
honest. And Jay, while there's plenty you can slander Cleveland about, but summers in Cleveland are delightful. So at least get your facts straight. Pick something else to slander them about. It is so nice on Lake Erie in August.
All right, Simon, you didn't get that one correct. So we're back to you, Florio, and you get to pick your category and your question value again. You lucky duck.
Ooh. All right. I am gonna, you know what? Let's go status line again for 400. I got it the first
400.
time. Let's
All right, up in the ante. Here is your
Yikes.
question, Florio. Which of the following tight ends did not have exactly 9
Okay.
receiving touchdowns in 2021? Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Rob Gronkowski, or Dawson Knox?
that would be, I know it's not. I want to say Mr. Travis Kelce.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Well, Rob Gronkowski is the answer.
Ah.
6 receiving
okay,
touchdowns. He missed some time. It's a little bit
Wow.
tricky there. A little bit tricky.
I thought you got the trick right there. And Palmer,
Yeah.
we do not do negative points whenever people miss questions in this
Until
version
Final
of
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. And then in Final
Mhm.
Jeopardy, when there's a wager, then we do it. But when you're just answering questions, if you get one wrong, you just stay at 0 or don't get your
Yeah.
score added to.
I knew Knox and Andrews had 9, and I was going between the other two, and I was like, they're
Gronk
trying to
and
trick
Kelce.
me here. It must be Travis Kelce. And I overthought.
That's the part of this game that people don't think about in the chat. You get on here and all of a sudden it becomes less about what you know and more about what the hell does JL want me to play.
Yep. Yeah. You start playing the host, and that's when it gets dangerous. Yeah.
Don't try to play me. I'll mess with you.
Yeah. Josh gets crazy. Scott Fish got it right. Craig got it right. And Palmer got it right.
I would have gotten this
Nice
wrong, guys.
job,
I would have
guys.
gotten it wrong.
I think I would have gotten it wrong too. I
would
think
have
I
gone
would.
with Knox.
In my mind, Gronk like made his bread from touchdowns, and
Mhm.
I think I would.
And he kind of did.
It was
he
just
missed so much
smaller
time.
bread.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
it was a smaller role than I thought.
They're closed. They're only open Thursday through Sundays, actually. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you just didn't have the
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah.
to
It's a
make as much
pastry.
bread. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: how are you feeling about Gronkowski with Tom Brady coming out of retirement? What is Gronk's? What's our forecast for
Well,
Gronk?
he's got to sign first, right? He hasn't signed or anything. He's still just chilling. So if he signs, I'm all in.
So assuming he signs, Josh, how you said you're all in?
Oh yeah. I'll draft him over TJ Hawkinson next year in just redraft leagues, for example. So I think he's a top 5 tight end if he's playing with Tom Brady next season.
Do you agree, Florio?
I have him just outside the top 5 because I think there's an elite 5 tight ends right now. So he's in that second tier I have right after that. But right now in early drafts, because he's not signed, he's going as like a tight end 2. I have so many shares of Gronk in my early drafts already.
Such
Are your
good
top
value.
Are your top 5 Pitt, Kittle, Kelsey?
Oh, Pitts,
Andrews,
Kyle Pitts. I forgot
Waller?
about Pitts.
Is Waller the 5th one? Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot
I have
about Kyle Pitts.
Pitts is my number 2 overall, but I'm going back and forth with him, and I think I'm gonna put Kelsey back at 1. I had him at 3 originally after the Tyreek trade,
Mhm.
and then I have Kittle at 5 to round it out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I would draft Rob Gronkowski, I think, over Darren Waller. redraft.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair going into the season. I don't think that's that crazy of a hot take.
Yeah, no, it might be. But I like Darren Waller, but he's just thrived on the target volume, and I think he's going to lose a little bit of it. But he'll probably have more touchdowns and production overall, maybe efficiency, right?
Yeah. All right, Josh, we're back to you, and you get to pick your category and your question value.
Ooh, give me Old Bay for 400. Let's see if I can get this one.
400. You're just following Florio's strategy here.
Yeah, it worked.
All right, Rex Burkhead, running back, 2013 to 2016, question mark, 2017 to 2020, New England, 2021, Houston.
I didn't know he existed before New England.
I don't remember. I'm going to get out of the chat just because I think this might take me just like 30 seconds. I don't want to read their answers. The first team that comes to mind is like the Bengals or something. I don't know why though. Rex Burkhead. I'm gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not sure. It's not coming to me. So yeah, let's go with it.
Well, you guys have a guess, Simon, Florio?
The 49ers. I truly just a shot in the dark.
Yes.
I believe Josh is correct.
You believe you go Bengals as well? Well, the answer is Bengals. Well done.
What
Josh.
a pull, Josh.
That out of your
I was
bubble,
not sure about that at all.
Somewhere sitting in the recesses of your memory, you had Rex Burkhead in a Bengals jersey.
All Bengals. Mr. Scampers, the Cincinnati Bagels, as we call them here.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Well done, Josh. That's going to give you 400 points and put you in the lead. And you get to pick Simon's next category.
Great.
Simon, check out Family Matters. I'm also a little just interested to see what's going on.
Josh is just using you to explore these new ones.
Yeah, it's okay.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pigs are delicious, I've heard. 400 Family Matters.
Wait, what?
400 Family Matters. Going to skip past that one. Which of the following players did not have a father who played in the NFL? Christian McCaffrey, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, or Mark Ingram?
I'm getting out of the chat because I know for sure Scott Fish is going to know this one.
Yeah, Scott Fish probably will.
Scott Fish says Carl Winslow.
He's got a family.
I feel like I remember something with McCaffrey during his Heisman video where it was all about him playing the piano and stuff. Or was it just a very supportive? I can't remember. This is
I don't know the answer either, Simon.
Stephon Diggs. I truly have no idea. Stephon Diggs.
Probably would have gone with DK, but I
answer.
literally have no idea.
Flory, you got a guess?
I believe it's Diggs. I know Ed McCaffrey was a receiver. And I mean, I'm a Bills fan. I've never heard anything about Diggs' dad playing in the NFL, only his brother. So I think it's Stephon Diggs.
Gino loves Diggs so much that I feel like I would have heard that at some point. I feel like you would have mentioned that.
Would I have?
Maybe.
Scott Fish is agreeing with you. You said going into it and I think he's the only one that said Diggs in the chat.
Yeah, the chat is all over the place. The real answer is Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs' father was instrumental in his development, but no, he did not play in the NFL.
Tricky because you think of Diggs as a family of just football players almost. So it's
I believe Diggs' dad passed when he was younger too. But was very instrumental in both him and Trayvon's development. Well done, Simon. You were going to get 400 for that. Well done.
There we go. And
there we go.
For you, usually picking after me is a good thing, but now I get to pick your category.
Now you get to pick the category. I like asking the other contestants what they think on the questions. I don't know why. It's just funny to see how everyone else is going to vote.
Yep.
All right. So
right now,
you are in last, but not by far, not by much. I think you can regain the lead even here. Simon, where are you sending Florio?
You know what? You like the category, and you either have to pick going all in or taking a low point value. We're gonna go to status sign.
I'm going all in. Give me 500.
Going all in.
All right. Here's your question, Florio. Which running back had the following stat line? 1,259 rushing yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, 20 receptions, 174 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, or Nick Chubb?
It's not Jonathan Taylor. He had 20 touchdowns. It is not Najee Harris. He led all running backs in receptions. It is Nick Chubb missed time. That's low receiving numbers for Dalvin Cook. I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon there.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Simon,
I
you look
think
like you're
it's-
gonna go somewhere else.
I think it's Chubb. I think it's Chubb. I was between Chubb and
It's-
Mixon.
That me too.
What do you think, Josh?
I think it's Chubb.
It's Chubb, double Chubb, and a Mixon. Well, the actual answer is it's Chubb. It is Chubb. I'm sorry, Florio. It is Chubb.
But it was between Chubb and Mixon.
I feel like yardage
agree. I
wise-
think
Mixon had more
Mixon had more
catches.
catches.
Yeah, I realized that.
You broke this down nearly flawlessly. Just eliminating these other options, but yeah, unfortunately, that last
It was
one.
literally the catches that I was like, yeah, low catches,
Yeah.
high rushing totals. Yeah, Chubb.
Aber got it. Palmer Williams got it.
Actually, Cook would have been tough for me too.
Jay saying
Like
status
his
sign questions are
yardage,
fantastic.
His rushing yards weren't quite that high, right?
Yeah,
If I
they were a
remember
little lower.
correctly.
I think he broke 1,000, but just barely, maybe.
I feel stupid because I'm remembering now that Mixon had multiple 5-catch games to end the season. So
Yeah.
It was his best
Well,
receiving season of his career, I think.
I've noticed like every week after the season passes, my in-season trivia just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. We're like in season, like week 7, I was like, oh yeah, 69 receiving yards, 4 catches. It's like I could have recited it to you. Now it's like, did he even play 10 games? Like I just keep forgetting.
Nick Chubb is interesting too. I feel like Nick Chubb from last season to this season has had somewhat of a drop in value. I think people are, maybe it's just because he's not flashy. People are less interested in him. Florio, how do you feel about Nick Chubb as a fantasy running back?
I feel the same way about him as pretty much every year. High-end RB2. Like, he's not going to catch a bunch of passes. We know he's one of the best runners. He's going to give you good touchdowns. But you see those receiving numbers there. That's what you're going to get out of Chubb as long as Kareem Hunt is still there, and he's not going away anytime soon.
Does the Deshaun
Plus,
Watson addition change anything for you?
If anything, it means less throws to a running back. Like Watson is a mobile quarterback who, when he feels pressure, can run, unlike Baker, who is going to look to get rid of the ball quickly. So I think maybe it helps open up some running lanes near the line of scrimmage, but I don't think it helps him in the passing game at all.
Yeah.
To your point right there, I don't think he's ever going to be a high catch guy, especially with Kareem Hunt, right? So Deshaun Watson opening up those running lanes is absolutely a benefit. You know, keeping drives going, getting towards the goal line because he's going to be the goal line back. So it raises him for me as long as Deshaun Watson's playing. I love Chubb. I think he's the best pure running back in the NFL. I've said that many times.
Yeah. Simon, our resident Browns fan here. How do you feel about Chubb?
Yeah, I
Like
think
Deshaun.
Florio said it perfectly. I maybe a little bit. I think like his rushing floor in that offense, which traditionally has been a rush first offense the past couple of years, and with their receiving room, unless they make major changes, it's probably going to have to be a rush first offense as well. So it puts him in like the back end RB1 territory for me. I think he's a safe RB1. He's probably not going to finish 1 overall. I don't think that's in his range of outcomes. You need that receiving ability, like Florio said, but he's as safe as these like elite running backs get, I think, for what you're going to get from him.
Yeah.
Mr. Scamper summed that up well. I think it hurts Hunt more than Chubb in my mind.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Possible.
This will be I've been a guy who's been high on Chubb and Hunt the past 2 years, like had them both as like top 15 to 20 running backs. I will not have Hunt in that range this year.
All right. Josh, we're back to you.
Yeah.
You get to pick your own category.
Okay.
What would you like to go with here?
You know what? Old Bay for 200.
Stand where you know.
I feel comfortable.
Teddy Bridgewater, QB, 2014 to 2017,
shoot.
Minnesota, 2018 to 2019, question mark, 2020
down that
Carolina,
track real fast.
2021 Denver. Where was he 2018 to 2019?
Man, wasn't he
I
a
like that hand
backup
thing you're doing.
somewhere? The Saints are coming to
Oh.
mind for some reason. Where'd he go? Drafted by the Vikings. Another team signed. I think it's the Saints.
Final answer?
I don't feel great about it. I see there's 6 comments in there, so someone knows in the chat. Probably. I'll go with the Saints.
All right.
Is it
You're
the
right.
Saints? Simon's not
Yeah.
his head. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you're
It is the same.
It's the Saints. New Orleans. Well done, Josh.
I don't know where I'm pulling these, man.
Your memory palace. And the chat
Yeah.
did know it. The chat was absolutely correct here. Saints, New Orleans Saints. And Jay previously said he really likes the stat assign category because he came up with it. It's biased.
I like it. I like it. I like it. The first question
Orleans.
scared me a little bit, but
Scott Fish, Saints. And then, he says riding the bike in the locker room. Yep. All right, Josh, that's going to give you another 200, and you get to pick Simon's next category.
Simon, grab bag. Do it. Go for it, man. You got
500.
it. For you.
500 grab bag. Here's your question. What's Spider-Man's middle name?
Oh,
Like his superhero middle name or his like
What are you talking about? Spider, the man.
like are you asking me to tell you hyphen, or do you want like his character, the person who is Spider-Man's middle name? Like,
I'm
are you
not gonna
looking for the
answer
words
that. I
between
feel like it's
Peter and
pretty
Parker,
obvious.
or the words between Spider and Man? Like, is there a?
Is there?
I feel
one
like this
between
is
Spider and
pretty
Man?
obvious. I'm not going to answer that.
I have no idea. Peter.
Yes, but I don't know how. I don't really know.
Thomas.
Final answer?
I would have gone with James.
I'm locking it in.
Wait. Maybe
Don't change it to James.
Maybe I should be smarter, and maybe he's named after his
Hope
uncle
you're out of
Ben,
the chat.
and
You're not
maybe it is Peter Ben Parker. I'll go with Ben.
Final answer?
Yes.
I like James. I'm gonna stick with James here.
Do you have a guess, Florio?
I would have went with another P name just because alliteration, but that's
kept thinking-
I have no idea.
Peter Piper.
Paul.
Parker.
Pinkle.
Yeah.
Well, the real answer is Benjamin.
Ben.
I'm gonna give you
Oh,
credit.
you're
You get credit
wrong,
for that?
Simon. Sorry,
Oh, no.
sorry.
No, yeah, I didn't say
I will give you
Benjamin.
credit, but be careful. I'm watching you with that stolen tactic.
I've never once cheated on
I'm
this
just
show.
me-
I
I'm
lose.
just messing with
I
you.
lose
Never once?
95% of the time.
Well done. It is Peter Benjamin Parker. I did not know that one. But it kind of makes
Me
sense.
either.
It's uncle's name.
Yeah.
So,
James.
Florio, how do you
I
feel
still think
about
it's James.
Spider-Man next season?
Spider-Man is my favorite. Spider-Man and Batman are my favorite superheroes, so I'm pretty bullish on him for next season.
Spider-Man or Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor over everyone.
Yeah, you gotta
okay,
go John
okay,
JT
okay,
there.
Okay, that's fair. Well done, Simon. You get to pick Florio's next category as we go back around here. I don't know why. Oh, here we go.
Florio, where do you want to go?
You
Maybe I'll
You
be nice.
pick.
Maybe I
It's-
won't. I was gonna say maybe you'll tell me and I'll go someplace else. This could be a trick. Let's go to Family Matters.
Oh.
I am losing, so I will go Family Matters 500.
500.
He's
Going
not messing
big.
around, guys.
Going big. And before we get to that,
If
Scott
this is
says,
smart or not, I don't know.
just depends, I guess, if you get it. If
This
you
is
get it,
Scott.
you're smart. If you don't, it's not smart. And Scott Fish said, my name is supposed to be Hunter James. I was born. They changed their mind. They're like, no, you're more of a
This
Scott Fish.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
100.
All right, here's your question, Florio.
Family matters.
Who's Marquise Brown's cousin, who also happens to be an NFL player?
Antonio.
Final answer?
Yep.
It is Antonio Brown. Well done.
Is he an NFL player?
Ooh, I
Yes.
would have gotten that one. Like, because this is a 500, I would have immediately canceled out all people with the last name Brown and would have started trying to think of someone else. And you saw straight through that.
No, I've had to like look up stuff with my job before about like fun facts about college players coming out, and that was always the go-to
one of
one on
them.
Marquise Brown was like
Yeah.
Antonio Brown is his cousin, and they're both
Mhm.
wide receivers.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Yep.
going to be just like him. Well done. That's going to put you right back in this game. Well done, Florio. And you get to pick Josh's next category.
Ooh, so
That's me.
Josh has done
Only Old
done
Bay, I think.
Old Bay,
Only Old
right?
Bay.
So I
2,
gotta
3,
give
and
him a different
400.
one. I don't want him to be able to get a lot of points here, though, so I'm gonna give him status on.
Okay.
Good
call.
call.
I'll take the $200 one.
$200.
That way, once I
status
get this right, I can really pin Simon against the wall with the $100 that one assigned. So,
on. Okay.
Good, also a good strategy.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Josh, here's your question. Which LA Chargers player did not have 8 receiving touchdowns in 2021? Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, or Mike Williams?
Oh no. Oh, I'm getting out of the chat.
Is this exactly 8? Or is
Yep.
this
Hey, Simon.
at least 8?
You said, "Hey, Josh," in the private chat. So I think Austin Eckler had 8. I don't think Keenan Allen's the one that's like. But did Mike Williams have more than 8? I know he had at least 8. Maybe he had more, and that's like throwing me off here. And Keenan Allen had exactly 8. I don't think Keenan Allen had 8. Ah, no. I'll go with Keenan Allen.
Final
Yeah.
answer?
Yeah.
He had 6. You're right,
He had
Josh.
6.
He did have
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
He did have 6. Well done, Josh.
Ooh.
I looked at it today. I was looking up some Keenan Allen
Really?
stats. Since 2017, every single season except for last year or 2 years ago, I believe he's had at least 1,100 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns in every single one of those seasons. The one year he didn't reach 1,100 receiving yards was the year he had 8 receiving touchdowns and he had 992 receiving yards that year. Like, just the pinnacle of like top level consistency over and over and over again. Like, those aren't baby numbers. 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he's going to be forgotten again. Like, it's nuts.
So let me ask you guys. Mike Williams just signed a big contract this offseason. Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, not much is changing on that Chargers offense. How are you viewing these guys as fantasy assets going forward? Are any of them being under or overvalued, or are they all being appropriately valued? Start with you, Simon.
I just based on what happens with Keenan Allen every year, he's probably a little bit undervalued. Austin Eckler, I think, is appropriately valued as one of the best, if not the best, pass catching running back in the NFL. Like, he's up on that level. You have to talk about him when you have that conversation.
Now
and Mike Williams,
goal line work, right?
Now he's got some goal line work. Mike Williams, that's the one where like the range of outcomes is so large because we've seen what happens when they like in the first half of the season, the way they were using him, what he can do for fantasy. So I don't know. I think with the uncertainty around Mike Williams, it probably is an appropriate place to be drafting him, but he would be the one that could end up being the biggest draft day value, I think.
Florio, do you agree with him?
Yeah, Eckler's my RB2 in my early rankings. Keenan Allen I have as a wide receiver 1, which I think he will go. And then Mike Williams is more of a wide receiver 2 because I loved Mike Williams last year, but we saw that like he'll have some really big games, some down games. There's just some receivers that I think could break out and be a little bit more consistent that I would rank ahead of him.
Do you feel like his production drop off after week 5 was injury related, or do you think that this is just who Mike Williams is?
I think it's who most wide receivers are at this. Like, there's very few wide receivers that are consistent week to week, and especially someone like Williams who was reliant on more of that deep ball. But I'm not saying anything that anyone else probably isn't, but I'm really bullish on the Chargers offense. I keep saying it. Bills Chargers AFC Championship game. It's going to be awesome next year.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. And
I'm
Willis
waiting
is
for
awesome.
the Chargers.
That's what was bothering me, Willis.
Yeah, I thought it would be a trick. The Big Mike would have more than 8, and the other 2 exactly 8. A little tricky.
That's
a little
tricking
tricky.
me up a little bit.
And then Palmer said the fact that Eckler had 8 receiving touchdowns is insane. Can he have another healthy year next year? If so, he's overall number 1 running back.
Pretty good chance of that. I mean, there's still Derrick Henry
in his range
and
of
Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey, and if they're all healthy, it's going to be a competition, right? But he absolutely can be.
All right, guys. Let's see. No. Who got this right? Josh, you got this right, and I got to give you points. Boom.
Yeah, Simon, you know where you're going already.
Yeah, give me status sign for 100. I know that's what Josh is sending me.
All right, status sign.
The plan.
For 100. Here it is. Which wide receiver had 6 receiving touchdowns and 8 rushing touchdowns in 2021?
Deebo Samuel.
Deebo Samuel's correct. I'm not even going to ask for if that's your full answer. Well done. Now you get to pick Florio's next category. Simon, where are you sending him?
Florio, head on over to grab bag. You got to do at least one grab bag question on the show.
I'll go for 400 there.
400. All right. Florio, here's your question. Which of the following minor league baseball teams did I make up? The Akron Rubber Ducks, the Amarillo Sod Poodles, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the Bowie Bay Sox, the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, the Portland Pickles, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, the Sugarland Space Cowboys, or the Visalia Rawhide.
What?
So, okay. So I mean, I'm a baseball guy. So like, I know the Rumble Ponies are a real team. I believe the Bay Sox are a real team. I know Rancho Cucamonga has a team. I can't tell you if they're the Quakes or not, but I'm going to say that that's real. The Portland Pickles sounds real. I know Sugarland has a team, so I will go with the Space Cowboys being real. The Rawhide, for me, I think the Sod Poodles are the made-up team name, but the Blue Wahoos also sound pretty made up. I'm going to go with the Sod Poodles there, and I say that with like 20% confidence.
Amarillo Sod Poodles, locking that in.
Yeah.
Josh and Simon, you guys got a guess?
I think the Sod Poodles are real. I think I remember that. I think I would go Rubber Ducks.
I probably would go Blue Wahoos because that
Blue
sounds
Wahoos.
ridiculous.
The Rubber Ducks actually sounds made up as well. So
All right. Well, the actual answer is
The Bay Sox are real. We know that.
the Portland Pickles.
Oh,
The
no!
Portland
that's so
Pickles.
real.
I made that up.
Oh, son of a gun.
The Akron Rubber Ducks is a real team, and the Amarillo Sod Poodles are a real team. Interestingly enough, Bowie Bay Sox are definitely real. Been to a bunch of their games. They're very fun. I'm very sorry about that, Florio.
no, that was a fun question.
I think I have more fun coming up with the question than the contestants usually do answering it, but it's very enjoyable. Well done. All right, Josh, we're back to you. Where do you want to go on this one?
Let's go for Family Matters for 300.
Family Matters.
I know it's Gronk related.
Before we do that,
that's all I know.
I think Kaysen was the only one that got the pickles. Mr. Scamper said Sod Poodles is such a great pull. If so, JL. I feel like every single time you guys are like, man, if JL came up with that, he's so smart. And then it's never the one that I actually came up with. But Kaysen picked it out.
It's like the St. Gerard's.
The St. Gerard's.
Portland Pickles is his gamer tag. This guy, you got to
My
be lying to us, Palmer.
Portland
Portland Pickles is real.
There's no way I made that up before this.
I mean, hey, maybe
If
it's a
so,
company.
that's very odd.
Wait, there is a
company,
Portland
Portland.
Pickles baseball team in Southeast Portland. I just Googled it.
I'm gonna panic.
They're a
if that
collegiate
is real.
wood bat baseball team based.
I want my
Collegiate.
points back.
Collegiate. Yeah.
There's a collegiate wood bat baseball team in Portland, Oregon. They played in the
How?
South Division of the West Coast League, a premier collegiate summer baseball league based in the Pacific Northwest in British Columbia.
Wow. Jay can attest. Jay was there while I was ideating on different names.
You're not wrong. That was not a minor league baseball team. It was
Yes,
a college
yeah.
summer league.
That is
but
tricky, though.
That's wild that actually exists.
All right, Josh, you said Family Matters 300, correct?
Yeah, I
All right,
know it's Gronk related.
I'm going to speed us through a little bit more questions here. How many of Rob Gronkowski's brothers have played in the NFL? 0, 1, 2, or 3?
I think it's 2.
Final answer?
It's either 1 or 2, but it's 2. 2.
Well,
Okay.
2 is right.
Hey!
Dan Gronkowski and Chris Gronkowski.
I knew Chris. I didn't know Dan. I would have gotten that one wrong.
Yeah,
Chris and Dan. Well done. All right. Where are you sending Simon?
Simon, Family Matters.
Okay, 200. Do you think when they all get together, they all just call each other Gronk?
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
No,
Hey, Gronk,
pass the mashed
gravy.
potatoes.
Thanks,
Like
Gronk.
Pokemon.
Gronk. Even like the moms and the aunts and stuff are all call each other Gronk.
Auntie Gronk.
Auntie Gronk. Mama Gronk. All right, here's your question, Simon. What's the name of Eli and Peyton Manning's brother?
Cooper.
Cooper Manning is right. Cooper Manning is correct.
There was no waiting around on that one.
No hesitation. Where are you sending Florio? We're doing speed round here. They only say Gronk.
You want NFL stadiums or Old Bay?
Old Bay.
Old Bay for Florio.
All right,
Okay.
1 or 5.
5. I need the
5.
points.
All right, Old Bay. Samaje Perine, running back, 2017 to 2018, Washington, 2019, question mark, 2020 to 2021, Cincinnati. Where was he? 2019.
Oh, you picked a
I'm not
really
pulling this one,
random.
guys.
I think I got it.
It's
but
a
I could be
500?
wrong.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know why. I'm probably wrong. The New York Jets.
New York Jets.
You're
Final
right. I
answer?
think I'm almost
That
positive
sounds
it's
good
the
to
New
me,
York
actually.
Jets. I think it was the year Lev Bell. Like it wasn't sure if he was going to play
No,
or
that
not.
actually
So
makes
people were
sense.
drafting Samaje Perine as like a
Yeah.
big sleeper there. I think it
Wow.
is the Jets.
I would have gotten that wrong.
Well,
that's
the
the right
answer
answer.
is Miami Dolphins.
What?
Miami Dolphins.
I had that.
2019.
My
Same
brain has
division.
completely forgotten about that era.
How did we both get to
3
the
different
Jets? Because I
people
got to
said
the
the Jets
same
and the
place
Jets,
as
too.
you.
That's wild. Truly
Maybe
wild.
was he there in like the preseason?
Possible. It is possible.
Maybe. No snaps.
No snaps.
Oh, LaMichael Perine. LaMichael Perine, guys. LaMichael.
Damn it.
confused
That's
our
what I was
P-Ryan.
thinking of.
Our
I mixed
P-Ryan.
up P-Ryan.
We crossed our P Ryans.
You know,
Ryan
2019 was
line.
the year, if I'm remembering correctly, that for the Dolphins, Ryan Fitzpatrick led them in rushing yards with like 200, and that is why I don't remember Samaje Perine.
I'm sorry. So we are moving on to Josh here. Josh, what category and question value would
Finish
you like?
off old. No, grab bag 200.
200 grab bag. Here's your question. Pony was the debut single by what R&B artist?
Womp, womp. I know the song. I don't know who. I don't know. Chris Brown.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Florio, Simon, either you know?
I don't know it. It's
idea.
driving me crazy.
I
As
know
soon as
the
you tell me,
song.
it's gonna bother me, but I
It's
can't. pull it.
Genuine.
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 I knew as soon as you said it.
I've
was gonna
seen
be-
it so many times. Like,
Yeah.
I have that song on a playlist.
All right, Simon, we're back to you. What question value and category would you like?
Grab bag 300.
All right, grab back 300. Here's your question. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jason Segel, Busy Phillips, Linda Cardellini, and John Francis Daly got their start on what short-lived teen drama?
No idea.
I know
Jason
it. I can't think of
Segel,
it though.
Short-lived teen drama. I can't even think of one that would be in that time frame. Degrassi. That's wrong. But
Final answer?
It's
yeah,
very
just-
wrong. What
it's
is
so
it?
wrong.
Florio, you
Freaks
know
and
it?
Geeks.
Freaks and
It's
Geeks.
Freaks and
Oh
Geeks.
my
Freaks
god.
and Geeks.
Yes. Freaks and
Best
Geeks.
best cast of like nobodies ever.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was good. And the it was what's that? The guy who's also in Bones was in it. The little kid who's like the main guy. Craig got it. Willis got it. Well done. Scamps got it. Albert, well done. Sorry, Simon. No points for you this time. Florio, and now you get to pick your own category and question value. We're going to speed through another round or two here.
I need points, but it's my least favorite category. But I'll just go NFL stadiums 500.
500. All right, here is your question. Within 500 million, how much did it cost to build SoFi Stadium?
It
got a
is
good range.
I can't. It's either 1.4 or 4.1. I feel like.
Ooh, that's a big range.
I'm getting the figures. I'm gonna go with 4.1 billion.
4.1 billion.
They
Wow.
have their own little concert area built into the stadium. That costs a lot of money.
Yeah, they can also expand the stadium. I found out today. Just hold more people if they want to.
Just pour
Well, the
some water
actual
on it or
answer
something.
is 5.5 billion.
I was way
5.5.
off.
You were actually
You
kind
were
of close.
closer than
Yeah.
I'm looking in the chat. You were closer than almost
4.1 bill.
everybody in the chat.
5 or 6. That's
No
pretty
one would
close.
have gotten
SoFi
points
is
in
a very
that.
nice stadium.
It's a very nice stadium. All right, Josh, we're back to you. What question value and category would you like?
Old Bay 100.
All right, going nice and easy. Jacoby Brissett, QB, 2016 question mark, 2017, 2020 Indy, and 2021 Miami. Where was he in
Patriots.
2016?
Patriots.
Patriots is right. Well done. Give you a nice little 100 there. All right, Simon. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. You get to pick Simon's category.
Grab bag.
Grab
Well, then
bag.
Give me that 100.
What's the longest running game show on network television?
Ooh, I'm gonna get out of the chat. I'm between a couple because I feel like there's been some really long running ones. Jeopardy seems like the obvious answer, and we're playing Jeopardy. I know that's been very long running, but then there's like The Price is Right has been going on forever, and Let's Make a Deal. I'll go Jeopardy. I'm gonna say Jeopardy.
You gonna say Jeopardy? Final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
I would've
Price
gone
is
with the
Right.
Damn it!
I would have gone with the
I
Price
was
is
gonna-
Right.
Price is right.
I would have gone with the Price is Right.
Florida, you knew that one?
I didn't know it, but I would have went. I love The Price is Right.
Me
So I
too.
would've-
Right.
I would have
Oh,
went with
Family
it.
Feud is a good
Alright.
guess. I didn't even think about
Family
that.
Feud.
I thought since it was a 100, it was going to be like completely on the nose. Like we're playing Jeopardy. It's going to be Jeopardy. I outplayed myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
outplayed
actually makes a
yourself.
lot of sense. If I thought about that, I probably would have went with
Right. I was like, it's $100
Yeah.
question. It's going to be on the nose. Man, damn.
Family Feud. Man, a little tougher than maybe we thought. And Kev said wheel. Just wheel. That's a fun game.
Wheel, yeah.
All right, we're gonna speed through one more round. We're gonna go real quick here. Floria, we're back to you, and you get to pick your own category.
I'm gonna go
and value.
Family Matters for 100 because stadiums haven't been kind to me.
Okay, Family Matters 100. How many Watt brothers have played in the NFL? 2, 3, or 4?
3. TJ,
Three is-
JJ.
Yeah.
And
And
Derek.
Derek.
And Derek.
Derek was the one I
Name
was
him a
thinking.
two-letter first
And Peggy.
name. He would have killed it.
PJ. That's a perfectly normal
Yeah.
boy's name. You could have
Yeah.
named him PJ.
Yeah.
DJ. Look, we got another one.
DJ. Yeah.
B.
Well done, Florio.
BJ
now you get to pick Josh's next
So many
category.
options.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's going to be in stadiums I guess that's obvious. Josh, what question?
Yeah,
would you like?
I'll do the 300.
300. All right. According to Wikipedia, which stadium has the highest capacity? AT&T Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, Lambeau Field, or MetLife Stadium?
I'll go with AT&T.
Final answer?
Mm-hmm. Dallas,
Sorry,
they do things
MetLife.
bigger.
Oh.
MetLife. Pretty tricky.
I would have went with AT&T.
Yeah. 82,500. All right, Simon. 200 or 100?
200, I guess.
200. What's the name of the stadium that's home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Nissan Stadium, Highmark Stadium, Paul Brown Stadium, or Raymond James Stadium?
I know it's not Nissan because that's where the Tennessee Titans play. I don't know outside of that. Raymond James Stadium.
Final answer?
Yeah. Is that entirely wrong?
Nope.
That's absolutely
There
correct.
we go.
Absolutely correct. That's going to give you a nice
I wouldn't have
200.
gotten that right, I don't think.
And we are going into our final Jeopardy round. Contestants,
right.
you have something to write down your wagers on. Floria, you
have
have
to
like
write
a
down our
phone
wagers first.
or a piece of paper, or you can just say it whenever we all reveal, whichever's easier for you. And the final question for this one was, if you're going to go see the Chicago Bears play, what stadium are you visiting?
The one, the good one. I would have gotten that
It's
wrong.
Soldier Field.
Why is that a 100?
I don't know.
Why did the one before it have options? Why
I
did the 300?
I got
You
my
can't ask
wager.
me these things. All right. So the category for this one is going to be team stats, 2021 team stats. All right, contestants, write down how much you would like to wager. Michael, you have 900. Josh, you got 1,500. Simon, you got 1,400.
I got my wager ready, and I'm in the
Got
private chat because I know this one takes a
Josh,
little
you
bit.
got yes. Please get in the private chat if you aren't already. Josh, you got your wager?
Yeah, I forget exactly how to do this. Yeah, sure.
Floria, you got yours?
Yep.
All right. All right, contestants, go ahead and reveal your wagers to me so I can see. Simon, 1,400. Josh, 1,400. And Florio, you can just say
900. Everything I got.
Oh,
Florio
right.
all in 900.
So if we're all wrong, Josh wins 100 to 0 to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, here's the question. Which NFL team had the most points scored against them in 2021? Jets, Jaguars, Texans, or Chargers? This is NFL points. NFL points. The most points scored against them in 2021. Jets, Jaguars, Texans, or Chargers. Write down your answer. Yeah, write it down, and then we're going to reveal just like we did.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to this.
Simon, you get either 0 or 28. Oops. And Josh, you can either have 1,400 plus 1,500, which is 2,900, or you can have 100. Florio, you either got 0 or 1,800.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. All right, contestants, you have your answers? Simon, you still writing?
I changed it 3 times, but I'm set on my final answer.
We got some good guesses here in the chat. You got it, Josh?
Yeah, I don't feel good about it though.
All right, contestants, go ahead and reveal your guesses here. Simon, Chargers.
Damn it.
Josh, Texans. Floria, what do you have, Floria?
Texans.
Texans. So Floria, Texans. Simon, you said Texans as well?
No, I said Chargers, and Josh said Texans.
Oh, it's all right.
Chargers, and Josh said Texans. Josh. All right, we got some guesses here in the chat. Jaguars.
All over the place.
All over the place. Bears, Chargers.
Wait, was Bears an option?
I don't think the Bears were even. Oh, it might have been on the other question. Soldier Field? No, I don't know. Chargers, Jaguars, Chargers,
Going
Texans, Jags. The actual answer to this is it's the Jets.
No!
Wow. It's the Jets. 504 points scored against.
I win!
You win. 100 to 0 to 0. Well done.
Game, guys.
Well done. Well done.
Oh,
Josh.
nice win, Josh. And Florio, we ended tied for second. We came in second place today.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Josh warned me. He said prepare to lose.
Soften
He's
the
right. And I apologize to the chat because I let you guys down greatly today.
Yeah, chat.
Well,
no one voted for me. No one believed, and I kind of did something.
You pulled out a dominant 100-0 victory in today's game.
You
Josh.
saved
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
lamps is what you did.
Yeah.
Maybe it depends on our subscriber count.
And Palmer said, well, the Bills put up 200 of that. Yeah, just about, I think, in those 2 games. They put up close to 200 points. Florio, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on today. It is an absolute pleasure whenever you come on and hang out with us. And all this means is you got to come back for redemption now. It's all just part of your
Next
story
offseason.
arc on the FYF game show.
I really, sitting here, I was like, this is gonna be just like last time. I'm gonna be losing, and then I'm gonna pull it off at the very last second. And nope, wasn't to be this
Change
time.
that answer to Jets, and that's what
Yeah,
happened.
you didn't read my phone. I had
Jets.
It was just spelled a little differently. There's a silent XANS in that word.
That's how we spell it here in LA. We spell
Yeah, it's
it
an LA thing.
Texans.
Yeah. East Coast, West
LA.
Coast thing. We spell it Texas.
But guys, if you are not already following our guest Michael Florio, go and do that right now. He's on Twitter at Michael F. Florio, and
Putting
it's
out
truly,
gems on Twitter all the time.
truly
guys.
one of the best follows in the fantasy space. But guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. We will be back tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern time for some more fantasy football game show fun. And it's Friday tomorrow, which means a double dose of Front Yard Fantasy. We will be live on FanDuel at 6 p.m. Eastern as well, playing some more games. So make sure you come hang out with us during both of those shows tomorrow. Until then, though, we are out of here. Adios, everybody, and nice win, Joshua.
Trading makes fantasy
Well done.
fun. Hey, thanks, Michael.
Go.
Hey.